Welcome back to our channel. We're going to talk about Grand Central Terminal and some of the interesting things here and maybe a few secrets that you might not have ever heard of before. So here we are in New York City. The MetLife building is rising up behind it. We're going to start with the very first thing, is that clock. So it has always been a rumor to be a Tiffany's glass clock. We've been reading that Tiffany's has never actually confirmed that, but regardless, what I want to talk to you about is that number 6 at the very bottom. That number 6 panel opens up, and that's how they clean the clock. The clock is glass, and so that's our very first thing we want to talk about here at the beautiful and famous Grand Central Terminal. Did you know this is the largest train station in the world, based on the size and based on the number of tracks? It's not the busiest, but it is the largest. Let's head inside.
Track 108 on the level up. 637 to North Right lanes. Already westward stop. Follow track 108.
One of the unique things I want to show you, you may not know this, but there's a spot up here on this beautiful ceiling. And when the building was restored back in around 2013, they left that. That is the color that the ceiling used to be, and it's roughly around 8 or 9 inches by 18 inches, that spot, to show you the color that the whole thing used to be. And they've said it, some people have said it was from cigarette smoking, but some of the articles that I've read have said there is no nicotine in it. It's not from cigarette smoking, it's just from pollution. It's just after 100 years of just pollution. So that's one of them. One of the other unique things that's fascinating about the ceiling is constellations. And it's amazing. But what you might not know, it was painted backwards. Now maybe it was done on purpose, maybe it was a mistake, but it was painted as if it's God looking down, not as we're looking up. See what you think. If you think that's a mistake, it probably was. But it's still beautiful, whether it's backwards or forwards. But yep, that's the view, as if you're looking down. Something else that's unique, you might not know. The glass has a catwalk in between it. And years ago, decades ago, the windows would be open. That would give them access to open all the panes of glass. Now you need an access card to get into those walkways, and you need the access card to get back out of them too. The door will lock behind you if you get yourself up there. Those are used right now not for the public, but for staff. So they don't have to go all the way around the building. They can go on those walkways using their key cards. Something else that's famous in here, this clock. So it has always been rumored to be made out of opal, making it worth roughly $20 million. But according to some articles, it's not actually made out of opal. It's opaline glass, which is like a milky glass. Probably still worth more than $20 million because it's one of the most famous clocks in the world. If it would ever come on the market, which it very likely would never be sold. While we're on this, something that is probably a secret to you is the Vanderbilt family was into acorns, oak trees. And you're going to see references to acorns just like that on top, and oak leaves throughout the building. The family crest for the Vanderbilt family says, "Out of an acorn, a mighty oak grows." And so there are references to acorns and oak leaves throughout the train terminal. And something else I want to mention, Cornelius Vanderbilt, in 1903, the previous train station that sat here, it had outgrown its size of what was needed. And so it was decided and allowed that it could be knocked down, and this magnificent building, which is much larger, could replace it. And so this was completed in 1913, 110 years ago. Cornelius Vanderbilt was not alive. He didn't make it to see the grand opening of this. Something else that's unique is in this information booth, one of the secrets you might not know, there is a spiral staircase in the middle of that, and it drops down into a little area where people can go down, take breaks. You know, I saw on a website, this is just trivia, I don't know if this is true or not, that they can receive over 1,000 different inquiries for information in an hour. Now that's not going on today, but maybe during peak time, I can see that happening. Something else that's very interesting about the ceiling is this mysterious hole. And that hole is because years ago, there was a missile on display in here. And they anchored the top of the missile to the ceiling, and they never patched the hole. So that's what that hole is for. It's a unique way of walking in here because when you're walking on the streets, you kind of go with the flow of foot traffic. But in here, everyone is walking randomly. It's just everybody's walking in a random direction. I don't see how people don't run into each other. We are heading to what is famous in here. It's not a secret. I think everyone probably knows about the famous whispering room, the whispering wall. But we're gonna go there and we're gonna check it out on our own. a couple of tracks. Let's check these out while we're here. So this is the Whispering Gallery. You can almost hear my voice echo a little bit. So if I go here and talk, Lydia, see if you can hear them talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk. Can you hear me? I can totally hear. I can totally hear. Yeah, tell them to go keep talking because I can hear it. Just. I can totally hear them. Can you hear them?
Yep.
Weird, I can hear you too. Hi, Caleb. I can hear him say hi, Dad.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, I don't know what he just said.
Yay.
What do you say? He wants a smoothie?
The smoothies are really good.
The smoothies are really good. All right, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And give this video a like. By the way, if you're ever wondering where this is, you got to go down a little bit, one flight from the main floor, and it's right here in front of the Oyster Bar restaurant. Something interesting, that is underneath the information booth upstairs, and so in that is where the little spiral staircase comes down. It's hidden. That's a total secret. And then look at all the places to eat down here. Did you know there are more than 750,000 people on average every day who pass through here? Something else you might not know, the Vanderbilt Tennis Club is on the 4th floor, and it's still in use today. You can reserve it and go play an hour of tennis right here in Grand Central. That is upstairs on the 4th floor. Designed in by Cornelius Vanderbilt when they were first making plans to design this awesome building. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check out our other videos. There's 2 more popping up at the end of this in just a moment. We wore a GoPro and we took it up with us when we went to the top of the crown at the Statue of Liberty. That's going to be a fantastic video, but we haven't started editing it yet. So you'll want to subscribe so you get notified on that one.